Hi friends, welcome back to Reading in the Kitchen with Miss Tracy. I am immune compromised and therefore I stay home, and I hope that you are staying home for the sake of everyone else that's immune compromised. So anyway, here we are, story time from my kitchen. We'll start with the ringing the bell to gather everyone around, and then we will sing our song. Now you clap your hands together and you put them in front of your mouth so you're not talking anymore and you're paying very close attention. And then we'll click them forward like so. Then we open and close them like a book. Read, read, read a book, travel anywhere. Worldwide, you decide a book can take you there. Now, if you're at the library, that song goes perfectly with the mural on our wall, painted by Mark Klein, but you're not at the library, so you just have to imagine that you're there and I'm there and we're all there together. We'll be there together soon. Today, this book, one of my very, very favorites, is called Robert the Rose Horse by Joan Heilbronner, and it's illustrated by P.D. Eastman, who also wrote and illustrated Go Dog Go and The Best Nest and a lot of other beginning books. So I think you'll recognize some of the images. This is mine from when I was little. I loved it. I also have a Robert and some roses here too, just further illustrate and have fun. Robert the Rose Horse by Joan Heilbronner. Although apparently it was not my book, it's my brother's book and he wrote his name in it. So don't be like Brian Reed and write your name in books. Robert was a happy little horse. He lived on a farm. He lived with his mother and father. See, there they are on the porch. One day Robert had a party. It was his birthday. All his farm friends came to the party. So there they all are with their little gifts, walking to the party. They had a big cake. Happy birthday, Robert, said all his friends. Happy birthday to you. Look how excited the cat is. I love this page. The cake was very pretty. It had big red roses all around it. Robert liked those red roses. He put his nose right into one and he gave a big sniff. Then Robert got a little funny feeling. His eyes began to itch and his nose began to itch, and then, get ready, get ready, get ready. Kerchoo! Robert sneezed. Up, what a sneeze. Up went the farm friends, up went the cake, up went the roses, and Robert fell down flat. Look what a giant mess that is. Oh man. His mother called the doctor. The doctor looked at Robert. Say ah, said the doctor. Ah, said Robert. Aha, said the doctor. I know what made him sneeze. He's a really good doctor, I guess. I know I'm right, said the doctor. You will see. Here, Robert, take a little sniff. So again, Robert takes a little sniff of some roses. He put the roses right under his nose. He took a little sniff. Again, his eyes began to itch. His nose began to itch. And then, get ready, here it comes. Kerchoo! Went Robert. Bang went the window. Bang went the door. Up went the roses. And the doctor fell down flat. Oh man, Robert is destroying his house with these sneezes. I was right, said the doctor. Roses are very bad for you. And there's too many roses here on the farm. You must get away from them. You must go to the city. So Robert had to go. Goodbye, he said to his mother and his father. I'll be all right in the city. I will find a job. I'll find some work to do. Don't you worry. Robert did find a job in the city. He went to work for the milkman. He took the milkman in his wagon all around the city. It was a good job, and Robert was happy, very happy. He liked that kind of job. So there he is, pulling the wagon all around the city. Then one day, a man walked right next to Robert. The man had a flower in his coat. That flower was a rose. A rose right under his nose. Robert got that funny feeling again. His eyes began to itch. His nose began to itch. And then, everybody, practice at home. Ready? Here we go. Kerchoo! Robert sneezed. Crash went the wagon. Splash went the milk. Up went the milkman. And the man with the rose fell down flat. Here's where he gets kind of mean. Look at his expression. "Go away," the milkman told Robert. "You cannot work for me anymore." Poor Robert. So Robert began to look for work again. But it was hard for a horse to find a job. He looked for many days. One day he saw some horses. They had people on them. "Say, I could do work like that," said Robert. "I'm going to ask for a job." Robert went to the door. A man came out. "You look like a good horse," the man told Robert. "You can work for me, but you'll have to work hard. You'll have to do everything that you are told." So Robert did. He went to work. He did everything he was told. When he was told to go slow, he went slow. When he was told to go fast, he went fast. Robert did everything he was told. "I like this kind of work," said Robert, "and I'm going to keep this job." Those are famous last words, my friends, because he does not keep this job. I bet you can guess what's going to happen, but we need to read and see, just in case. Then one day, a woman took Robert for a ride, or he took her for a ride, I guess is the way. Everything was going well, but all at once, "Look," the woman said, "look at those pretty roses. I want those roses. Robert, take me over there at once." Oh no. You can tell what's going to happen, so get ready with your sneezes. What could Robert do? He had to do as he was told. He took the woman over to the roses. Again, he got that funny feeling. His nose began to itch. His eyes began to itch. And, "Ka-choo!" went Robert. Away went the wagon. Away went the flowers. Up went the woman. The flower man fell down flat. Once more, Robert was out of a job. Wow, look at that disastrous mess, just from a sneeze. Robert had to look for work again. He looked and looked. Fathers had work. Mothers had work. Everyone had some kind of work, but there was not much work for a horse. When I was a kid, I always liked this page because you can see all the different jobs people are doing. It looks like a fun place to be, unless you're Robert. He's looking very sad about it. This page looks even sadder. Robert walked and walked. He looked and looked, and then at last, Robert saw something. There he is, looking so sad. It was a job he could do. He could be a police horse. "I will go in. I will ask for the job," he said. Good job, Robert. When Robert came out, he was a police horse, just like that. He was a good police horse, too. He did all kinds of police work. Look at him, helping the little boy cross the street, helping the mama cat and the little kittens cross the street. One day, Robert worked on Bank Street. Some men came down the street. 3 men. One of them had a black bag. They went into the bank. Robert didn't see them. Can you guys guess what's going to happen next? Look at the looks on their faces, the sideways glances. They look kind of shady. Robert doesn't see them. Oh, let me just show you close up again so you can get a good look at their eyes. Then all at once, someone called out, "Help! Police! Help!" Robert looked around. He saw the 3 men. They were robbers, bank robbers. Oh no. Look, there's the scene. The robbers ran right at Robert. They ran right over him, and away they went. Look, they just stomped on him. They just knocked him right on down. Now, who is going to stop these robbers? Well, it's going to be Robert, and he's got a plan. Do you see that little girl? You see what's on her head? Here's a hint. Okay. Oh, he did go down that time, didn't he? He won't sit very well anymore. Robert, there we go. Sorry, my Robert is uncooperative. Robert got up fast, just like this one did. He had to stop those robbers, but how? How could he do it? And then Robert saw a rose. It was not a big rose, but it was a rose. Robert began to think. He began to think fast. And he had to think fast because you can see those robbers are running away, leaving a trail of dust behind them. Look at his little disheveled uniform. He's really been run over. Poor Robert. Robert went over to that rose. He put his nose right on the rose. He took a sniff. He took a big, big sniff. He began to get that old funny feeling. His eyes began to itch. His nose began to itch. And guys, get ready. It's extra big, extra loud. You need to be extra dramatic for this part. And ka-choo! Oh, wow. Robert sneezed. Never, ever was there a sneeze like it. Away went cats, away went hats, up went dogs, down came birds, bang went the guns, up went the black bag, and the robbers fell down flat. Now look at this scene of chaos. There's even money flying everywhere too. I have to position the book around Robert here. He kind of gets in the way. Let's see. I like the way the cat landed. And the dog's holding on to the light pole. Hooray! Hooray for Robert! Everyone yelled. The bankman was happy. The policemen were happy. Everyone was happy. Robert had stopped the robbers. He had sneezed those robbers flat. He even collected all the money back. The next day, there was a party. It was for Robert. His mother and father came. His farm friends came. The doctor came. All the policemen came too. Then one of them got up. Robert, he said, I have something for you. Look how the rooster is just standing on the table next to Robert. Oh. Look what they're giving him, y'all. Look, it is a wreath full of roses. And the doctor, you can see right now, he's objecting. He's saying, roses, roses, hold on to your hats. Here comes a sneeze. Robert is going to sneeze us all to Chicago. Robert took a little sniff. His eyes did not itch. His nose did not itch. Then Robert took a big, big sniff. That big kerchew had done it. Robert at last was all sneezed out. And roses never made Robert sneeze again. The end. Thanks for listening. Tune in again tomorrow.